beautiful bowling from the left-arm finger spinner. It's just where he wants to be.
Yeah, not a lot you can do against that, but they do need some big shots. Cape Town found himself in similar positions where they lost a few wickets, and it was George Linder came in, smacked a couple of sixes. Then later on, they found themselves in a similar position again, and Beavis broke the shackles. Here, they need to make a move.
Who takes the risk then, Ish? Is it going to be Stubbs? Is it going to be Janssen?
You feel that they think they need to extend the partnership a bit, but I think somebody's got to do something to break the shackles. Probably, I would say, Janssen, possibly even both.
Placement is good, but the fielding is better. Reason Hendricks doing the fielding.
Yeah, I just think that's following the point when they were batting. It was almost a case of it was just the next batter that came in, played with so much freedom, wasn't afraid to take the game on. Just a check on the boundary, looks pretty good. They just came in and played their natural game, and I think that's been a feature throughout the whole season for them. They played with so much freedom and always backed the positive option.
Tough times it is at the moment for Sunrisers Eastern Cape with the bat. You talk about playing with freedom. Just felt from a team perspective they've done it the best with the bat. They never looked in too much trouble with the bat. And you can see from that word, yes, there were times when there were the dips. Just take a look at this passage of play when you compare it, how much they went up. That acceleration helped them hugely, and clearly an excellent partnership. You can see from that graphic. .94 is required from 36. Talking about which of these two batters will take the risk. At this stage, with almost 16 required, it might have to come from both ends. And you can see he's sort of played a bit within himself so far, because he knows losing a wicket here, and it's almost completely out the window.
And when you need to play a few shots, that man comes back into the attack. He's bowled 3 overs, 1 for 4.
It's good captaincy though, isn't it? It's just being aware of the fact that they know that Sunrisers has to go now. So you bring in Bolt, who's 3 overs, as you said, have just gone for 4 runs. Usually at this stage of an innings, he'll often come around the wickets. Let's see how long he's going to stay over.
Yeah, they look for the 2. I reckon that gentleman was trying to phone Adrian Bowe to say, "I'm ready, coach, pull me in." Just a point on Mike Captain's batting lineup and the freedom that they played with. I think what's been so massive in their squad this year, and you mentioned Corbin Bosch came in and something different, Trent Bolt coming in, but the consistency for me was Devil Beavis in this tournament. He came in, played with freedom, played with aggression, and has changed a lot of games.
Right from that very first game at St George's Park, the opening game of season 3, where they were a spotted bowler on a pitch that wasn't really a free-flowing pitch, and he came in and smacked, I think 51, 52, 50 odd, nearly 200% strike rate, turned that game on its head. He's had a breakthrough season in season 3 for sure, as Theobald Beavis.
Bolt showing all of his classes. He would have been in many of these situations throughout his career. So experienced as a bowler, with someone that can take it away from the right-hander. Understands that they're looking to take him down mid-off up in the ring. Just taking the pace off. And it's those small things that make such a big difference in the bowling lineup when you've got someone that's so cricket intelligent.
teamwork done by Mike Cape Town. Yeah, it's an excellent signing, isn't it, from Mike Cape Town's point of view, to bring in Trent Bolt. As you said, he's done it all over, whether it be in the UAE, America, IPL, of course. His experience with that new ball, he's got a reputation for picking up a wicket in his first over, if not then, at least in that first spell. And he'll come back at the end, and he's very difficult to score off.
I think you also have to mention the fielding throughout the tournament has been outstanding. Some brilliant catches. Brevis involved again. That ran out at St George's Park a few games ago.
Hit hard, but straight to the captain. Rashid Khan punches the air. Tristan Stubbs admonishes himself.
A lot of passion in that celebration from the skipper as he takes the catch. He knows that's a big blow, and he knows that that is probably 2 hands on the 6-lever trophy.
The captain tossed the ball to Bolt. He said, "Get me a wicket." And he has. It stops. He makes just 15. It's 92 for 6. Needing 90 of 31 deliveries now. The current champions have the trophy slipping out of their hands. We'll have a strategic timeout.
Oh, this is a tough equation. 90 needed to win the game from 31 balls. That is a rate of 17 and a half and over. It began at 9 and over, so that's how it's climbed in the face of this excellent bowling from MI Cape Town. You've got to say that they're on the brink, and they deserve it for the quality of their bowling attack. Actually, the quality of their ground fielding and catching, and particularly their top of the order batting. So an awful lot to ask now of Andile Simelane, who's just come to the crease, only his 2nd game of the tournament. He's out there with Marco Jansen. I think we all know deep down what the likely result is here. But we can spend a bit of time celebrating the tournament and this performance by MI Cape Town. They've really played excellent cricket. Stuart Broad and Sean Pollock are alongside me, and they've been very well led, Polly, by Rashid Khan. He's had his finger on it this tournament.
Yeah, he has. I think captaincy-wise last season they weren't at their best. Pollard probably didn't have his best season from a captaincy perspective, but Rashid Khan has been on point. The other thing I'd like to stress is batsmen win you matches, bowlers win you tournaments.
And that wisdom, Brody.
might be my favourite saying, that. Batsmen win your matches, bowlers win your tournaments. Trent Boult has certainly more than played his part this evening, 2 for 9 off his 4.
George Linder's bowled very well because he's not only spun it, he's got it to bounce quite alarmingly at times.
Yeah, I've been thinking for a while now, somehow South African cricket have to find a way of getting him into this team on a regular basis, because it's not only his bowling, his accuracy, the bounce, the turn, it's that striking, that left-handed striking down the order has been fantastic as well. I think we need to see more of him in the green and gold.
Can I ask you, Polly, do you think the conditions have changed a huge amount when the lights came on? We certainly saw more lateral movement, didn't we, for the MICT bowlers?
Yeah, stressing the point of the bowlers. I thought they were on point up front. The movement from Rabada and from Trent Boult, the shape away from the right-handers. I think the areas they hit, it did definitely make life more difficult. It's almost like it used to be here at the Wanderers back in the day when you bowled second. But they've been unable to middle anything. I mean, you think how many? What did they have? 13 sixes? I think they had 3 4s and 13 sixes in Cape Town. And we've had 8 4s and only 2 6s. Every time they middled something in that first innings, it went out the ground.
Yeah, I think there's a few things come to the mark of this ball. One of them is, I think the bowlers have hidden the ball well, got it away from the batsman's strong areas. I think that's point 1. Point 2, I don't think the Sunrisers are in very good form with the bat. I mean, they haven't got a sort of obvious. I mean, Dazorzi played well at Centurion a couple of nights ago, but so they haven't got anybody obviously in great nick. In a way, when you look at their cricket, it's remarkable that they've even made it to the final, because they had that run of 4 consecutive wins, then lost a couple, then got another win, then lost a couple. I mean, it's been a remarkably inconsistent season for a team that's made it to the final. So credit for their stickability, their belief. They have won their last 3 games to manage to get here, I have to say that. And you think that they've tapped into their experience, their ability to play big games, their understanding of that kind of pressure. Anyway, 16 overs gone, 96 for 6. So, Ryle Wiggleton, Duval Brevis, George Linder, Trent Boult. I know what I think.
Quite interesting, there's not one Orange Army face on that picture.
So they gave Stubbs nothing to drive. He wants to drive the ball. He's a brilliant driver of the ball. He's strong, great timer of the ball, banged it into the pitch. And then he just floated one up there, did Trent Boult, as a sort of carrot. And he's properly furious with himself, because actually he'd worked quite hard to sort of get to a position where he could launch one of those Tristan Stubbs onslaughts that can be damaging. But only frustration and disappointment for him today. Rabada, the one and only Rabada. He took the first wicket. From day one, I remember Cabrera, he just looks engaged to me. He looked to be loving playing. He looked to sort of cajole his side. He took the talisman role. Not only Rabada at their best, I think our team has been at its best. These cameramen have picked up cricket balls that get lost in the sky, in the crowd, sometimes out of the ground, and they've followed them beautifully. It's been a terrific production from whole group of people come together to, and there's a lot of people, by the way. I should think it's 80 odd that come together for a production like this. And even that little fella zipping round the boundary's edge, getting a round of applause from Broad, from Morris, from Pollock. Then the team on and off camera, people who give long hours, the commissioner, the one and only, the executive producer, Kylian Majola. Sweet. Out. It hung in the air forever and fell sweetly into the hands of Rashid Khan. The celebrations can surely begin.
Yeah, he may well win the MVP for the season, Marco Jansen, but he had a difficult encounter with the bat tonight. Couldn't find any sort of timing. Just 5 off 11. Eventually he decides to try and take on Rabada, try and take on the vacant, deep, long off position. Cross-seam delivery, just bangs it up into the air. And Rashid Khan was actually brilliant. I thought he might need to backpedal a bit faster, but he timed it perfectly, takes the catch, and now 7 down with just 97 on the ball.
Well, I never saw a man more certain to take a catch, whether backpedaling or not. The sweet, sweet taste of victory is upon his lips after 2 years finishing bottom of the table with the talent they have. They've really found their mojo here. Greater focus, greater planning, greater thinking. And something else too, I think, a greater sense of community in the team. Less disparate or fewer disparate forces. Everybody working as one. Courageous and combative as he is, even he, a little street fighter, cannot think anything but there's too much to do. The current rate is almost 25 and over. Who's under this? That's out as well. They're tumbling fast now. Esterhuizen, the guess, Connor Esterhuizen, yeah. Oh, this is good stuff. Credit to them. High-class cricket. Sadness on the faces of those in orange. But I tell you, blue and gold are going to go well into the night.
And the blue flags are out in force, and KG Rabada with the leg cutter slightly slower, knowing Liam Dawson was coming out with the only intent to find the boundary. Hung in the air, but a pretty simple catch at deep mid-wicket. Dawson goes, hit a boundary first ball, gone second, 101 for 8.
Well, there has to be a loser, and twice already Sunrisers have taken this trophy and imposed that misery on their opponent, and now they must feel it themselves. Wherever they're from, whoever they are, it's a night that belongs to MI Cape Town. Craig Overton coming in at number 10, plays for Somerset in England. His brother Jamie's a very good cricketer as well, by the way. Plays for Southern Brave in the 100. Oh, it isn't Curry. I've just been given a great stat by our production manager, the effervescent and ever-present Shivani. This is a stat, even you, Pollock, who've been around a bit. But in total, across 2 units and a month since the tournament began on January the 9th, 455 crew have worked on this production. 455 people. That's taking everything from the runner who suddenly has to deliver something or pick up a cup of coffee or whatever it is, to the director Alvin Naika, who's down in the truck now, and the executive producer who I mentioned a moment ago with Kylian Majola. Cameramen who have worked for Supersport for many years and given a great deal of themselves to this game and to these tournaments. So there we are, we're all pretty proud of ourselves. It's been great fun. We'll be talking about that doubtless. Oh, even the drone. Hello. There he is. Is this six or is this out? This is out. This is out. Don't worry about that. Oh, it's Rashid Khan again. He can't keep out of it. One of the great givers he is. One of the great ambassadors for his nation, Afghanistan. A wonderful cricketer, a wonderful man, and tonight the most popular captain amongst all of the MI franchise.
Yeah, it's a wicket for Corbin Bosch. He really has come good at the back end of the tournament. Didn't start in the best fashion, but produced some quality performances. And on the final stage, he's got himself a wicket as well. Yep, it's all blue. The flags are waving. The celebrations are beginning. They have this one covered. Overton goes for one. 102 for 9.
The last men standing. And Dile Similani already out there. Richard Gleeson arriving. Good figures, I got to say, from lots of these bowlers. Cracky, they're not very good figures though. Corbin Bosch. Oh, is it? No, it's swinging down leg side. They run out. No, from one end to the other, and they finally do steal a single.
Catch it.
I think it was these self-same two who ran each other out in the last match in Cape Town against MICT down at Newlands. And there's a happy face. The whole camp is happy, and so they should be. This is the kind of performance we actually expected from them over the first 2 years. Such a good squad. They're finishing bottom of the table, but they've got it right this year round.
Yeah, that first happy case was Akash Ambani, who is a proper cricket lover and player. And he'll be doubly delighted with this performance as the owner of the team. And then I wanted to mention Robbie Peterson, actually, but I didn't see him down there. Here's Corbin Bosch coming round the wicket. Robbie Peterson's a bit of an unsung hero. He's not a big-name coach. There's a few big names here, but Robbie isn't one of them. He deserves a mention. These are the candidates for the player of the match. You're voting for this at home. Ryan Riggleton, Deval Brevis, George Linder and Trent Bolt. Who did the most to take this game away from Sunrisers Eastern Cape? Who did the most to correct the balance when it was turning against them?
Are we thinking?
Why not?
I'm thinking George Linder. He came in and he carved a quick 20, hit 3 big blows, and then he's picked up a little 2 for 20 in his 4 overs. Got rid of Aidan Markham, who was probably the most dangerous. So I think he would be my pick, personally.
I'm going to have to go Trent Bolt. I think when you're defending 180, come and move the ball like he did, finish just conceding 9 runs for 2 wickets. Just with the drama he set the tone with, felt like a huge threat all the time. And really, from when the power play finished, MICT Cape Town have controlled this final.
Yeah, I'm with George Linder too, just pipping Brevis for me. 105 for 9. We had a brief look of Dr. Rabada then. Some good movers out there. Right, here he is then. South Africa's #1, KG Rabada. Can he finish the game in the next 6 balls? How fitting that would be, as Stuart Broad has just pointed out to me.
Yeah, it's been amazing to be here when KG walked out to bat. When his name was called to bowl each over, there's been a huge cheer for him. I think everyone just loves what he delivers for the sport of cricket, and those dugouts, these moments when you know you've got the trophy won, are very special. They're all eager for these stumps to fly and for them to run onto this surface.
Did I not hear a noise there? Do you think it made a little bit of contact at the leg stump?
I'll tell you just something that we haven't really focused on, you know, that MI Cape Town got 105 from the last 10 overs. I talked a lot earlier on about the ebb and flow in the first innings of the match. It went with and against Sunrisers, but every time it seemed to be going with Sunrisers, MI found somebody to come in and play an innings. George Linder's little surge of energy, then Brevis's assault. They were the two that come straight to mind. Rabada has 3 left to do it. It's out! Oh yes, it's out! MI Cape Town win SA20 2025. And better still, the talisman of South African cricket, KG Rabada, takes the final wicket. May the party begin.
Yeah, these are the moments that they will enjoy. Everyone's charged onto the field. The fireworks are on display. And the celebrations, the handshakes, the hugs, everything's going down, and so it should. It's been a month of focus from MI Cape Town. They produced the best cricket in the pool stages. They produced the best cricket in the knockouts. And they are the champions.
And it's We Are the Champions, Queen's great anthem that rings out around the bullring. These guys have put an awful lot of thought and time into this. They admit that they were off the pace in the previous 2 seasons, dramatically so, but not this time. They've ticked all the boxes.